What's up, guys? This is Line of Thought.
What
How's it
up? What
going?
up? What up?
What episode is
Another
this?
fun day.
2022. Nice. Heck yeah, bro.
22?
We're really getting to get back to those. We're really getting it going, man.
22?
Really,
That's right.
really. Don't change your name to that. You know how you got Ocho Cinco?
All right,
You know,
22.
I thought that was the stupidest. All right, what the heck, man? Come on.
Well,
You,
he
you
he
did,
he he tried to make a scene for himself, bro. He wanted to stamp that number.
I guess. And it's not even a real number. It's two numbers in one.
Yeah, he didn't
Ocho
he didn't put
Cinco.
it like
He
he
didn't
didn't
say
put
it
it.
correctly. I thought it was
Yeah,
Ochinta Cinco, not
it's
Ocho
supposed
Cinco.
it's supposed to
Yeah,
be, but he wanted to put a little flutter on it. 8-3, 8-4,
A5.
5. I'm sorry,
85.
I got my numbers already all mixed up and stuff.
Yeah, hey, don't even trip. I don't even know Spanish numbers all I get. All right. All right. Whitaker's statement.
All right. So DeSantis in Florida, he has decided that 20 felons chose to vote, even though they're not legally allowed to. So now he wants to go back and essentially punish them, right?
How?
Through the legal system. I don't have all the details. This just came out this morning.
Uh-huh.
So I don't have all the details, but I am. I guess my first question is, what's your line of thought on felons voting?
Oh,
Okay. I don't know. I guess I'd say why not? Like what? I mean, what's the harm in that? I mean, and technically they are U.S. citizens. Now, it's one thing if they're not legal citizens. Okay, that's one thing. But if they're legal citizens, I mean, why not? I mean, and then they have access to television.
Because
They,
there's a law against it. That's why. But keep going.
but what
I mean, they
what
have access
like
to television. No, go ahead, Smith. Go
no,
ahead.
finish it up. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say they have access to television. They have access to newspapers. Mail. They get mail, and so they keep up with or they can. They're capable of keeping up with all the latest political news and all that or whatever. I say why not? And they don't have as many rights as a free person has or a free citizen has, but they do have some form of rights. So I say why not?
Yeah, I think it's kind of tricky. It's kind of like a catch. Like
Yeah.
just because they're a felon, they're not eligible to vote. I mean, if every vote counts, then how come theirs don't count either? You know what I mean?
Hmm. Yeah.
I don't necessarily disagree with any of that, except that there are laws against it, right? So if at this point, right now, if there were some felons who voted illegal, that would be considered illegal, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, I mean, do I think we should spend the taxpayer money that it's going to cost for him to go after 20 felons that I I mean, let's be real. It's going to cost millions of dollars, right? Millions of dollars that you and I spent out of our paycheck to go convict 20 felons of
What
vote.
state is this?
Florida.
I mean, that's coming out of what state tax, right?
Yes, it would. But still, that
He
I
said,
mean, it's
let
not
Florida
my
handle
money,
that.
but I mean, it's still, if you lived in Florida, that's your money, right? At the
Yeah.
end of the day, I just don't, I don't see the cost benefit. I feel like there's a cost benefit struggle there, right? Because I just feel like it's going to cost millions of dollars for the state to go after these 20 dudes.
Hmm.
And I don't feel like the result is worth
Would
the
be
money.
yeah, yeah. No,
I
Well,
that's
just
facts.
don't. And,
I
and I
could,
like DeSantis. I think he's a great governor, and I agree with 99% of what he does. But on this one, I think I think there's no cost benefit analysis that can justify it. So anyway,
Well,
that's,
going
that's
back
my
to what
line
you
of
said,
thought for today.
what you rather have your tax money spent on if you lived in that state? Yeah, I mean, going after guys who voted illegally, you know, saying inmates or whatever. Okay, yeah, you're spending millions of dollars when there's other stuff you need to be spending your money on, and then also, yeah, we can exploit it into funding and spending and all that the government of our states do. It would be nice to see exactly what they spend our money on.
You
know,
threw a question out. You say, what would I rather them spend the money on? I would rather them spend the money on immigration problems. But that's my line of thought. So anyway.
Yeah, you know, Florida got a whole lot of that kind of stuff going on, I'm sure. So
yes.
All right, moving on.
Okay.
Let's do it.
All right. A Texas school district has banned books, including the Bible. I can't get up the exact name of the school district, but you know, Texas always.
What do you mean? What do you mean banning books?
They're banning some books, not all books, but some books from a school district, and one of those books includes the Bible.
They've been trying to get rid of the Bible forever. Oh hey, let go. What's his name?
Man, hey. I was
Blade. There go Blade with the Blade glasses on. Look at him. What up, Blade?
Hey, Blade, go hard, man. What you talking about, man? Hey, in case you didn't hear the question of the first topic, bro, a Texas school district has banned books, including the Bible. Is that a good or bad idea?
They took out prayer back in the 90s, so we kind of knew that was coming.
And the saluting the flag and stuff like that. We used
to be able to pray in school in the 90s. They took that shit out, I want to say 94. And then once they took it out, you knew where it was going from there.
Oh, was it 94? I don't know if it was 94.
It was about 94. I was in elementary school when they said don't pray in school unless you do it. Pray amongst yourself.
I was there too, big dog, and I think we was still praying in 94. No matter of fact, I was not probably 98.
If your principal was Catholic or a Christian, he told the government to fuck off.
All right. So I guess at the end of the day, the ultimate question is, should any books be banned? I mean, honestly, I know that there's some historical issues with a whole bunch of books, right?
Absolutely, and all those should be banned.
At the end of the day, are there books that should be banned? So
okay, bro.
Should kids not know the history of what happened either in our country and the Bible? I mean, that's way outside our country. But anyway, I don't know that books should be banned. I think books should be talked about more than banned.
Well, here's my thing. If they're going to ban books, then don't sit here and add bullshit to the library. For example, there's a book, and I don't know what it's called, but I'm sure you can look it up, Whitaker, because I know what you do. There's a couple of books down south that they try to put in schools that have to deal with the alphabet community and try to talk about transgender and all that type of stuff. You're going to put those books in, but then say we can't talk about the Bible. You see what I'm saying? It makes no sense. Like you can't do that. Don't take one thing out, then give me something else and say, oh, but you can go ahead and read this. That's crap.
They want to enlighten the children on the new day and age, and it's okay to be who you are. And
you can be who you are.
Yeah, that's their agenda. You can say they're gonna go with their agenda no matter what. You feel what I'm saying?
No argument with me.
Yeah, they're gonna go with that agenda. But I agree with that. 100% agree with that. You can't take certain books out that a kid probably wants to read. You know what I'm saying? It's probably essential to their learning experience to put in something about the alphabet community that should be talked about at home versus at school. Like school shouldn't have nothing to do with that. You know what I'm saying? But
right,
I couldn't agree more, Smith. At the end of the day, those kind of issues. Yeah, I mean, whatever the book was written, whenever it was written, that should be like something you talk about at home.
Mm-hmm.
It shouldn't be
right.
banned.
Did
shouldn't be banned because it does present issues. It presents issues that everyone should be talking about at all times. And I agree that.
Well, I like that you said that, Whitaker. I like that you said that because you said it should be talked about. Everything should be talked about. See, that's one of the problems in this country, in our society, is that we keep shit quiet. I like how I heard about Germany, how they teaching their kids about Nazi, and how that was a fucked up part of that was a messed up part of their history.
Because they tell the truth.
At least Germany telling the truth. Tell the truth. Don't hide. Now, see, that's one of the problems of this country. Whatever, be hiding stuff, or they
running.
Yeah, or they'll like not
it's not hiding
all the way, or they'll
we tell you what we want you to know and what we want you to learn.
Right.
It's like half truths. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like for example, right now in Texas, they got caught red-handed trying to save that Africans came over here voluntarily to work on the plantations.
Yeah.
Stop it.
They got caught.
Stop it.
Straight up.
They
got caught.
We talked about that in our earlier episode. Yeah.
But we know what's up. I just feel like if you're gonna ban something, ban the book that's not giving the whole truth. If we're gonna ban some shit, let's ban some shit that's not being truthful to the core of each and every community and every ethnicity. You know what I'm saying? Like let's keep it a buck. We can't keep it a buck, then throw all that shit out. Let's start from the jump.
But I'll tell you what, you kind of realize that they were already pushing towards the banning of the Bible when they stopped passing out those little Bibles. Remember back in school, back in the 90s, they used to pass those little Bibles out to like the high school and junior highs.
Mm-hmm.
They stopped doing them. Now you don't even see that no more.
California.
Cali.
And
in California, they used to pass this Bible about that big, and it would come in blue, orange, or white. You don't see those anymore.
Those little small orange joints, you're right. Hey.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, Smith. Don't lie.
Yeah, the orange joint. Yeah.
That never happened at my high school or junior high. I'll tell you right now. And I grew up in Cali.
I grew up in Cali too.
I don't remember any of that.
LASD. You had everything at LASD.
Yeah, I mean, I think I don't remember seeing anything like religious growing up, and going to high school in California.
High school, no. It was out in high school. If you
or just school. I'm sorry, elementary school. I say this, and I went to elementary school in LA, and I was being taught Spanish. I was learning about a lot of Mexican history and Mexican culture and all that or whatever because of the school that I went to. That's mainly what I remember. Growing up in elementary school,
you was for sure going to school in Boyle Heights and shit like that, for sure.
Damn near. Yeah, I was over there near Watt. I was deep up in South Central.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. All right, moving on.
Let's do it.
All righty. You know what? Let's get one of them questions right now. You got any of those?
Yo, so I want to know, what do you guys think about? I don't even know what you guys know about this. I seen it on 7 at 7 on what is this called? Review Journal. The FBI agent gambled away $13,000 on blackjack back in 2017. What I want to know is how come we are always so late to get any detailed information about stuff like this? Like, how do you gamble away $13,000 and no one hears about it until the case is already done and over with now? Like, why is
it anybody in particular, or is it?
I don't know if his name is Scott Carpenter. I don't know if this is his name or the guy who was doing the story about it. But I got here Scott Carpenter on my screen.
And he gambled away $13,000 of the FBI's money and no one knew about it?
Well, I'm sure America didn't know about it. Did you guys hear anything about this in 2017?
No.
But was it his own personal money?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Oh, so he was
a part of a undercover operation, but
Of
he was
course he
getting
was.
money. Exactly, he was getting
Of
money
course he
from
was.
the FBI, I guess, for further research and investigations and whatnot. But I want to know is how is stuff like this going on in these this day and age, and we're in the blind about stuff like this. Like that's probably our hard-earned money going to blackjack and drinks
Well,
and
I'll put
probably
it like this.
prostitutes.
So if he gambled away the money, he probably got it from a drug bust. And if you got it from a drug bust, you probably got it, pocketed, and no one ever knew about it. Or you went into the vault and picked it out and said, "Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and spend this money real quick."
Right, I got
All I
some
know is
more
that just
money.
I mean, we see those type of shows on TV all the time. Shit, they come out with a new documentary on the shit every damn week.
And then
It's nothing new.
you started thinking about like, damn, these shows is a part of like a real life event that happened, and they're just portraying it in their own way, type of deal. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Well, look at the one show on HBO Max called We Own the City.
Mm-hmm.
That happened in 2015.
Wow.
That's 7 years. That's 7 years ago.
Yeah,
That
we knew
what
nothing about
I
it.
want to say it was 8 cops that got arrested. They were called part of the gun trace task force out of Baltimore, robbing drug dealers blind, like arresting them, take the whole bag of money, split it amongst each other, put the drug dealer in prison for the drugs,
Hey,
and then go spend the money.
but is that considered a good bust though? Like we put bad guys away.
Yeah, if you write, hey, it's not about what you know, it's how you write the damn report.
Right? Can you articulate?
Can you
Can
articulate
you
the report
articulate?
That
well
sounds
enough
very familiar.
that we go home?
Right. Right. Yeah,
right.
I
At
just
the end of the day, can we go home? Yes. Let's
yeah.
go.
All right, cool.
My question is, how did he get caught?
No clue. I guess it was a very vague report that I was listening to, but they didn't get into too much detail.
Of
But
course
I'm
they
pretty
Because he probably didn't even go to prison for it. What happened is the guy who snitched was pissed off he didn't get $1.
right.
He's like, "You can't give me $1,000."
and
You
his
stole
partner
my
was
money.
upset.
You
Yeah, his
know he was
partner was
upset.
upset.
I can't
Yeah.
get ooh, I'm snitching. I don't care.
Look,
Can't
I'm
prove
telling
I
you
don't
can't
care.
prove that.
it.
Yeah, I just think that's kind of odd that stuff like this gets swept under the rug, and like we're kind of like in the dark about situations like this, and where our money
I
is
agree.
potentially going, and we have no
I
knowledge of it.
I tell you.
I don't think at the end of the day, I don't think any of that's weird. I think that is exactly how people get a whole bunch of money without having to do anything except
But that's the American
under
way.
their what?
That's the American way.
Yeah.
America don't care how you got the money as long as you are giving a little bit to who you got to give to so they can shut the fuck up.
Once it's in your bank account,
Right.
I mean, how much illegal money gets washed? It gets washed, and once it turns legal, you like, okay, cool. Uncle Sam got their cut. Leave that
But
man alone.
you don't think about this coming from the
Billions of
FBI
dollars
though.
every year.
Yes, you
Like
do.
the
You
FBI,
have to.
FBI is like
You have
top
to.
tier.
This
FBI,
country was
like
started off
you
by a bunch
expect
of
that
crime.
shit, but you expect it from local agencies, bro.
No, I expect that shit from the FBI off rip. I keep telling y'all about that damn fucking show to watch called Traffic, where that fucking chick followed the goddamn DEA, the ATF, and the FBI and the LAPD from LA to Mexico, sold the guns, took the money, went back to LA, gave it amongst the LAPD. Where's my lie at? You said you don't think about it. It happens all the time.
This is true. This
Yet
is
they
true.
told her to be quiet. Stop talking.
I'm just saying from an American standpoint, you don't expect your top tier law enforcement agency
Hey, they can
to
cover it
do
up even
something
more.
like that. This is
They
they
can
have
cover
way
it up
more
even more.
resources,
Dude,
right? That's crazy.
Smith, I am shocked by you. You
No,
know you
because
expect that shit.
this FBI, CIA, like they are highly educated individuals. You would not expect these
The
guys.
best highly educated ones be the worst ones. Look at Bill Gates. How the fuck you got man titties and a fat ass belly telling everybody to take a drug you ain't never took? A vaccine.
Right. It's a drug.
And that same company he was backing made billions. Now all of a sudden the vaccine ain't even here no more. COVID don't even exist. We got
That's
monkeypox.
funny.
They want everybody to go to the vet.
Hey, that's the
No,
new wave, right?
I feel you one of them, you know, stuff you don't really hear stuff like this. It's not being covered. You know what I'm saying? We didn't have access to talk about it. I know we came out with our show this year, but I can imagine if we had our show then, we probably we wouldn't have known about it. Wouldn't nobody be talking about it because we didn't know. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, stuff gets covered up for a reason. And, you know, there's reasons for all that stuff, and you probably hear more local stuff than you would stuff like that because of the media.
Yeah,
so, definitely.
I think if you cover a story on the FBI or CIA agent, then I'm pretty sure your family is gone. Like your family's dead because they coming for you. Like, you know what I mean?
Hey, look what happened to the guy that found out that the CIA was buying drugs from the cartel and bringing it and flying it into LA. They killed him. He had 2 gunshot wounds to the back of the head. They called it a suicide.
Right. Yeah, I did like this.
I still want to know how the fuck
I was
you
able
shoot
to pull the trigger
twice and get called a suicide. But again, I don't know what I'm talking about.
Hey, is insurance or nothing? What's up, Whitaker?
It's not CIA, but just recently this morning I heard about a Russia guy who went against the whole Russian government, and he was in the United States. He allegedly jumped out of his window to commit suicide.
Yeah, right. He got thrown out for sure. They tossed his ass out.
How far away from his building did he jump?
Right.
Did he fall down like right down in the front, or did he jump like 15 feet from the building?
No,
he like 20 feet away from the building.
A multiple-story building, but at the end of the day, yeah, he got thrown out. But we all know it.
Sure.
He got thrown out.
Government does what government does.
He was singing "I Believe I Can Fly" on the way down.
Yeah, he was probably flapping his arms.
You're right. Looking like the Flappy Bird.
Yep.
Oh man. All right.
Will, next.
Yeah. So is Biden's Inflation Act bill going to work?
Yes. No. Does anything Biden do work?
I want to know. Can we at least get a guy a chance? What does the bill entail?
What the fuck do you mean a chance? The motherfucker been fucking up since he got there.
So did Trump, but you wasn't complaining like this. Trump,
literally,
Trump did the same shit.
2023 in like what 4 months?
Look,
what you mean a chance?
Because let's be real. Let's be honest. We knew the bullshit he was doing before he got into office. Are you really surprised?
His spending bill fucked us up.
Look,
chicken wings just dropped in prices, supposedly.
Wait a minute. He went on. So his bill is working then. His bill is working, bro. What do you mean?
Working.
Shout out to Biden for getting the chicken down. I was tripping off that. Hey, it was $12 for 6 wings, bro. I was tripping out like, yo, look, I'm not buying chicken, bro. I'm not getting no white meat. The thighs were still $6. I'm fucking with the thighs, but the chicken breast and the wings, bro, killing me, Larry.
Hey, Smith.
Yo.
It wasn't the chicken wing bill, unfortunately.
It wasn't the chicken wing. Damn, Biden. I thought he put it in there. Let's get chicken down.
Believe, right?
No. So in all seriousness, what was entailed inside of the bill, so the viewers can have a little understanding if they don't know.
Right, so the majority of the bill gives a whole bunch of money to alternative energy programs. So solar and windmills and all the rest. And
they've been doing that.
Wait, hold on. Strangely, it actually cancels the $7,500 credit that you used to get if you bought an EV car. But it adds a $4,500 credit if you buy a used one. But I don't know what they're doing anymore.
He don't even know what they're doing.
How does that have to do with inflation?
Nothing. Nothing about it will help inflation. There is not a single thing.
All right,
even the inflation government people, whoever they are, they've come out and said, this is not actually going to do anything for inflation.
But you know, you're the president. Sign a bill. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Hey, check this out.
Yeah.
That's even passed, right? It hasn't even passed yet.
It's passed.
Yeah. Okay. So check this out. Now, I'm with one of them where give the brother a chance. He been in office 2 years, and people are already determining his term. He's barely halfway past his first term. It's like, dang, come on now, y'all. And then secondly,
He's
Trump
not getting
did.
the
I
second
thought
term.
he
I
did.
know.
Trump signed a ridiculous, stupid bill where he gave a lot of the billions to already billionaire corporate people, and the 5% or whatever, or 2% or whatever it is.
That doesn't make it any better.
And then saying
No.
the plan was for it to trickle down, for them to give
We
the
all know
money
that shit.
to their
Nothing
workers.
ever trickles
I
down.
thought
That's
that
not
was
even
dumb as hell.
that we all
The only
know
thing that
shit don't
goes
trickle down.
downhill is shit. The only thing that
It's
goes
shit.
downhill is shit. Then we
Yeah.
know this. That's it.
Everybody knows that.
But
We
I
don't
didn't hear as much, criticism with that. But
because he had a big following.
Biden's bill.
He had a big following. That's why, like, Trump he paid people to say like they fuck with him. You know what I'm saying? Biden don't give. He can't remember if he paid people off or not. You know what I'm saying? So he going with the flow at this point.
Why
bro.
you think he keep giving more money to Ukraine? He don't know if he paid him or not. He's like, hey, I want more money.
Right? Did we
He
give
was like,
them
"Did I
80
pay y'all
million
last
already?
Hold on,
No,
let me
hey,
get
look.
up 2 billion. My bad.
We got y'all on some more billions. Don't trip. It's coming. It's coming. It's
My
coming. I
bad.
forgot
Right.
last week.
Here's the worst thing about the inflation bill. The inflation bill promotes a whole bunch of things that the United States right now cannot provide. So that money, most of that money is going to go to foreign countries. China will be at the top of the list, and Canada would be next, because we don't produce solar panels here. We don't produce all the stuff that's in that bill. We just don't.
We've been robbing and stealing it for years. That's why.
What?
That's all we got used to.
We've been
been
robbing
doing
and
it since we
stealing it for
started.
years. We never got smart to try to figure out how to do shit ourselves. It's like, oh, China got this.
No,
Oh,
because every
Africa
time
got
we
this.
do, we outsource it. Every time we
Well,
figure it out, we outsource it.
Well,
Every
first,
time.
a lot of that stuff comes from West Africa, all the resources, most of the
Absolutely.
resources. But that's a whole nother,
Absolutely. Diamonds,
Bad in
gold,
Afghanistan.
you name it.
Yeah. So
Afghanistan has a lithium core that we wanted. That's how he was over there. They have a lithium core that
Oh
we was
yeah,
using to
yeah, they
make our
do.
batteries.
They
and
do.
Griff, we were over there for weapons of mass destruction. Okay.
was Iraq.
Absolutely, you're
That was
right.
Iraq.
You're right.
We went to Iraq to get the gold. And to make,
Hey.
we went to Iraq to get the gold and make sure that the oil was passed through real smooth. Because if you
Right.
control Iraq, you control the oil flow.
This is true. It was
Yeah.
still,
Like
we still for weapons.
why use our supply when we can use yours? We can use
Because-
theirs. Why not?
What?
And it costs way more money to get over there and bring it here. Way
Yep.
more money.
We'll figure
only
it out,
cost
man.
us about $100 billion, right?
I just figure all this shit that they doing, they trying to like, why don't you make some more rain clouds for Lake Mead since y'all want to do shit? Go create some more rain clouds for Lake Mead so we can get our water back up since y'all want to do shit so much.
They've
All
been
these
trying, but the
Type
rain clouds won't go over Lake Mead. They just stay right here in
Man.
North. They
You talking about the
Man,
Mom
they-
River?
They create these motherfucking man. Look, they create the storms, bro. They can create one right over Lake Mead. They know what they doing. They got the equipment, bro. They've been creating natural disasters
Hey,
forever.
they better get some kind of
talking
money
about
for the strip.
You talking
Some
about
kind
the
of
harp?
water for the strip.
You talking about the harp, Smith?
Man, you know what's up.
I ain't gonna say nothing else.
You know what's up.
Y'all gotta go look that up for yourself off the camera.
Want them people
I
coming
know
to get
what harp
me?
is.
Or you ain't getting me.
right,
They
well,
know too
Stay at
much.
my house.
Yeah, right.
What's next?
All right. Dodge is going to discontinue its Challenger and Charger muscle cars by the end of this year. Is that a good or bad idea?
So disrespectful. So disrespectful.
That
Those
we
are-
saw it coming. We saw it coming.
we did.
I
We
think,
saw it coming.
We've already seen other car companies saying they're discontinuing all their cars. Pretty soon in the U.S., all we're going to have option-wise is trucks and SUVs.
Yep.
I mean, that's where it's going.
They want the standard sedan to be electric.
Yes.
Bro, and we supposed to be
They
going
want the
fully
standard
electric in
sedan to
what
be electric.
20? What they said
And
26? So you all electric in all vehicles?
and
Well,
they
France
make
already jumped the gun on that one. They've been doing that shit.
they make
we always
more
late.
money. They make way more money on SUVs and trucks than they do on sedans.
Completely.
That's the bottom line.
Completely.
That's why they're-
I mean, unless you
that's
got a
why
Hellcat
everyone's
engine,
getting
but they
rid of
just
them.
stop that shit too.
Yep. So
I mean, but this not the first time that they have discontinued these vehicles. They'll be back in another 5 to 6 years. I think.
Oh, completely.
Well, you know,
Yeah.
they're gonna turn them into electric. So they're gonna have electric Chargers. They're gonna have electric Challengers. from here on
I've
out.
actually seen a video of the electric Charger. It looks pretty dope. I'm not gonna lie, it looks pretty dope. You know what? I don't know the price ticket on it, but I'm not willing to, because electric vehicles aren't even down packed. Like Tesla give you 200 and something miles a charge, right? But it doesn't include that you can't be running your radio or your air conditioner or all this other shit. So it's just like if you're just driving bored as fuck, going fucking the speed limit, you might make it to this 200 miles. So it's not even all the way like,
So
I don't know.
so my thing with
I
that
don't
is
disagree with you.
that, and Smith, you're 100% right. So my buddies took his test. We went to Palm Springs for competition. My buddy took his Tesla. I drove a regular ass, car. He had to stop halfway in Barstow to recharge his car. I made it to fucking Palm Springs with a full tank of gas. Got to Palm Springs with a half a tank left, and he was still charging his fucking car.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
And those fast
that
charges
long-
is like $50 for
that
a quick
drive-
hour.
That drive, you like, oh, I'm gonna make it. No, you're not. Go ahead and pull yourself to the side of the road. Let that recharge real
Yep.
quick.
So they're not
You ain't
great
going nowhere.
on the road, long term. Obviously.
No.
And you
it's-
can't, and you can forget about going cross country. You and your wife
and
going
don't pop
to
a
go
tire.
cross country. You can forget it.
Don't pop a tire.
And,
That's
and
all
not
I gotta
only
say. Don't
that,
pop a tire.
on top
well, you
of that,
can't.
Because you ain't changing that shit.
on top of all of that, we are not one now. Right now, we are not 100%, solar or wind or whatever. So that electricity has to be generated, right? So
Yes, true.
it's not just free. It's not like it just comes out of the air. The whole thing is lame.
I agree. I mean, they're trying to save the ozone, so I see. Which we should have did this shit years ago because we had technology to do it years ago. However, I see what they're trying to do. They're trying to save the ozone. They're trying to save the world. So shout out to try to save the world, man.
And I don't disagree with that at all. But at
Was
the
that
end
a
of
joke?
the day, we're not there yet.
That was a good joke,
We're not
Smith.
there yet.
We're-
That was a good
I
joke.
wish we were there.
this is
but
real,
We're not
like-
there yet.
We're trying to save the world, you know what I'm saying, for the sun penetrating and burning our flesh, okay? So we're one day at a time, we're getting closer. One electric vehicle at a time, okay? Even though it might be more harmful to create an electric vehicle than keep a solid motor going, but I mean, well, hey, I'm just in the world like everybody else, okay? You think about it, bro. Like how much toxic shit goes into making these fucking electric vehicles versus the fumes that the cars put off right now.
Nobody wants to talk about that. Nobody wants to talk about how much energy it actually costs to build an electric vehicle versus just building the current vehicles we have. I mean,
Because
nobody wants to talk about that.
it sounds politically correct to say, hey, we're doing everything to be more efficient in the world. We're not worried about what it's costing us to make these vehicles, to charge these vehicles, how much we are polluting the ozone with this shit. But we're taking a step in the right direction. So one day at a time, guys.
I hate
get
your
your
voice right now.
sarcasm.
It's America, bro.
It's so
like it's the
sarcastic.
American. It's
so
the American
sarcastic.
way. Like, because let's be real. Like it makes sense to a certain extent. You feel me? Like it's that fine line between right and wrong. Like, is this better? It sounds better. It looks better. So let's go towards this way. Is it making us better as a nation?
If we was trying to sit here and make it better, we would have let the guy who built the fucking water engine still be alive.
Live.
The
It was
first
like
time.
2-3. It was 2-3 guys who did this shit all day.
It's two now, but the third one kept quiet. He ain't showing his shit. The
Yeah.
third one, he's
Yeah.
like, I'm not putting my name out there. But the first two, They got
Even
clipped.
they had cars running off of fucking grease, bro, like oil, like
Yeah.
cooking oil, bro.
Remember that show, Robin Big?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Big had bought a Pinto, and he using
converted it.
grease from the McDonald's
Yep.
to fucking charge the car to get it going, and it worked.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Car
sir.
smelled
It worked.
Car smelled like fucking Big Macs the whole time driving.
He loved it. He loved
Hey, you know what this
it.
kind of
Rest in
remind me
peace,
of?
Big. Yeah.
Because it sounds like a new. We're going into a new, or we're already in it, a new era of automobiles. You know what I'm saying? Like if you watch the history about automobiles, whatever, in the evolution of it or whatever. Obviously in the 1800s, but I remember, you know, Ford, right? Ford came up with like the first car that everybody can drive, but
no, he didn't.
No, hold up,
nigga. You better say it correctly. He came up with like a billboard car so everybody can drive.
So he
called the plant, and he didn't even invent that. That was brought to him by George Washington Carver. Hey, man, you better get your history facts together before you say some shit.
George Washington Carver. Okay, so
go ahead.
No,
my bad.
It was there were companies that came up with cars that you can drive and all that and stuff, and then he bought them out or did something, sabotaged them or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So he can get a hold of them.
I'm gonna let you hold on to that
because
today.
of other people,
sidelines.
Because of other people's inventions and stuff.
I'm gonna let you have that today.
And this reminds me, this time of age reminds me of those times where people are getting sabotaged and not getting credit for coming out with stuff. And then sooner or later, somebody is going to come out with, a company or whatever is going to come out with those, water engines or whatever and take credit of it.
Because you must have backing.
That's what I'm getting
You have to have backing, and you have to have security to help you out.
First of all, no. You have to be a part of the top tier groups that do this shit. That's why. That's how you don't get killed or your family don't get
Smith
killed.
Smith is 100% correct. Because if you look at Elon Musk, got his money from his dad, who was actually a blood diamond jeweler. So he was already worth millions out of Africa because he was selling blood diamonds. So then when Elon Musk came in and saying, he's like, okay, Dad, I'm doing this. And his dad said, say less, I got you covered.
Right. Come on now.
He already had the top tier on him. He was good.
What's up. Come on now. Talk to him.
All right.
And Henry Ford didn't invent no goddamn fucking engine.
Before we go, I'm waiting till we get to the part where we become the Jetsons, bro. We flying those cars and shit like that, and we living up in the sky.
I'm
waiting for that.
You mean Back to the Future type shit?
No, the Jetsons, fool.
That's over and done. That was supposed to be 2000 what?
Time out.
2005,
Hey, if you want to be the Jetsons, I want to stay down here with the Flintstones. They had better looking women.
You're right. I want the best of both worlds, okay?
All right, moving on. All right, think Trump will be charged for the Mar-a-Lago incident? Yes or no?
No. This is white America. We don't do that, right, Whitaker?
All right.
I personally, again, I'm going to go back to what I said before. I hope he doesn't run again because I think he's way too tainted to make a mark. Will he be charged? I don't know. I say it's 50-50 right now. 50-50. He did have classified documents, and then he put out some he put out some lame statement about how he unilaterally declassified every document that he ever took home.
Because he had the power to declassify, right?
Yeah. That's like the dumbest thing I ever heard.
Hey,
what do you mean?
President, okay?
Yeah, I can't declassify anything. Yeah.
Dumb. I think that's dumb. But that's what he did. And, I'm going to put it on right now. I'm going to go 50-50. Maybe.
I think it depends on how long his money is right now. How many pockets can he line before the time comes for sentencing? How many pockets can he line?
Like 5 minutes. All right, I'll be right back.
How many pockets can he line?
I don't disagree with you. I think he is in a very bad spot, and I think he created it for himself. And,
Absolutely.
I mean, I don't know what to say. I can't defend somebody that I feel did something wrong. So he did something wrong.
You think he's guilty?
I think he's guilty. I do. I do think he's guilty. And I think he has the legal means to defend it. So, and by legal means, Smith, I mean a whole bunch of money that he can put in people's pockets.
Oh yeah. If he can line all those pockets,
I'm not denying that.
Yeah.
I'm be honest with you, I hope that he gets charged. I don't, I agree with Whitaker. It's 50-50. One of them made a great point. Money, buy your way out of it or whatever. It's usually the case, especially someone of his position status.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I hope that he does get charged. He's been doing way too much, man. Way too many scandals, frauds. I think it sends out a message. It was strongly possibly send out a message to Americans. Anybody can get it, or any possible person can get it. And it was just ridiculous. Like, what are you doing, man? So
how many presidents in history has been incarcerated for doing illegal shit like that? None, right?
I guess Nixon was close, I guess, but
yeah. Well, let's see how it all unfolds. Let's see, because again, it'd be a mark in history, but I'm pretty sure that's not the kind of mark in history he wanted to go down in. Okay?
Of course not. And
so,
would it surprise any of us if he had a sudden heart attack before he
and unable to do his time?
It wouldn't surprise me.
It wouldn't. I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
But he's so dramatic. I wouldn't put it past him. He'll put something that happened before to where he's unable to do his time. Yeah.
It wouldn't surprise me at all.
But I've seen motherfucking old ass hitmen in prison. Fucking, it's been men. Fucking, I can't think of his name. I think it was an individual. I can't think of his name right now. But he went to jail.
You shouldn't say it anyway. But
yeah, he went to jail in the early 90s, 2000s or some shit like that. And he was already old. He did his crime back in the fucking 70s or 60s, and he was fucking old as dirt. And he still went to jail and did his time and all that shit. So if he can do his time, so can Trump do his time. So fuck it.
And I don't disagree with that at all. Again, I've said many times, I like Trump the policy. I do not like Trump the man.
Mm-hmm.
He's got too much. He's got too much baggage. Too much.
Way too much baggage.
Yeah. So
great businessman. Not so much of a good president. Great businessman though. I admire that. He's a great businessman.
Yeah, I don't agree with that one.
Businessman is. Have you read his book? Have you seen the things he's done? He's a great businessman.
You know how many bankruptcies he got because of failed businesses?
But do you know why he did bankruptcies, bro? To keep all his assets. That's why. And it wasn't in his name, it was in his business's names, bro.
Exactly.
So you think about it.
Hold up.
That's how the rich stay rich. Hey, Will, you gotta look at what Smith is saying. He's 100% correct. That's why you don't put shit in your name, you put it in your business name.
All right, check this out. Y'all know how many billionaires there are? I don't know how many billionaires there are. I don't know, maybe a couple hundred.
I'm just mad none of them became Batman yet. That's bullshit.
How many billionaires do we got?
A lot.
In this country?
A lot.
What? Around 500? 300?
That's a lot.
What's a lot, man?
A lot. I ain't got time for the numbers. Just say a lot.
All right, check this out. Okay, that's even better. Check this out. Out of all those billionaires, not one of them filed for bankruptcy.
That you know of.
That you know of.
Not one. We would know.
That you know of.
You know you wouldn't because know. No, you wouldn't know.
Donald Trump was in the tabloids since he was young. His father was doing this shit. You feel what I'm saying? So he already had the limelight.
Was doing that shit when he was in Alaska. He's been doing this shit.
He was already in the media, bro. So if you're in the media, they're going to continue to do coverage on you. You know what I'm saying? So they're going to tap into all his assets and all his history and XYZ. So yeah, he was on there for sure. But
I'm
however,
sure he
if
would
no
have
one,
covered it up like he covered everything else he did up.
he
He did
couldn't
all
though,
kinds
bro.
of stuff and he covered it up.
Hey, Will, you talking out of anger, man. You gotta listen to what Smith is saying. What he's telling you is
I'm not
actual
talking out of
facts, man.
anger.
On the
I'm not
business
saying-
What I'm trying to
on
say
the
is you
business
gotta listen to what
aspects,
he's
bro.
saying.
If you think about it right now,
Well,
bro,
I know how much you admire Trump, Griffin. You know, so
that's his boy, right? But as a
the
businessman,
best
bro,
president ever and all this and stuff.
as a businessman, bro, he's smart. Like if you think about it right now, like every company has more than 3 LLCs, bro. One of them is a fall, one of them is a backup, and one of them is the one they live their lifestyle on, bro. You feel what I'm saying? So he just played it to the maximum on every last one of them. Every last one of his LLCs
How about that time,
was a fall.
How about that time when he bailed out on that Taj Mahal and left all of his business partners on that just hanging? He just left.
Hey,
like, y'all can have it.
This is business, nothing personal.
It was a smart move.
Business,
it was
nothing
a smart
personal.
move. I
guarantee you.
Atlantic City.
I guarantee you, they had lunch a couple weeks later, bro. And had a whole new scandal. I guarantee you, bro.
And that's crazy how he got to be sleazy in order for him to do good, for him to do business.
It wasn't sleazy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Don't say
he got to be sleazy.
Hey, he told him I'm leaving, and they didn't believe him, and so he did.
I gave you a heads up.
That's not
you
a great businessman. I'm sorry, man. That's a scandalous mother sucker. That's what that is.
Man, get out of here.
Oh, how about Trump University? That's a great businessman. But
I can't speak on that. I don't know.
We all know about that.
Yeah. Okay. So, all right. Moving on. Let's go to our last topic, guys. What's your line of thought regarding social media influencer Courtney Clenny for being charged for allegedly killing her boyfriend?
Why she not dead yet?
She fucking did it.
Why she
did it?
Is this the lady who killed her black boyfriend?
Yep.
Come on now, we already know what's up. We ain't even gotta talk about it. We already know what's up.
You already know they're gonna give her like fucking 2 years in prison.
If that, bro, they gonna give her probation, bro. Fuck out of here.
Right? They gonna be like, we know you killed him, but
hey,
he was a Negro, so we're good.
If the roles were reversed, bro, he would be sitting under the grave right now. No questions asked, bro.
Never nothing.
Nothing. So let's just call it spade a spade, bro.
These bitches out here trying to hide evidence, and they like, nah, you gonna get like 5 years. You good, girl. Well, hey, straight up, they gonna like he was black, so you're fine.
Can I ask at least some honest questions? Because I don't know anything about this. What state did this happen in?
Florida.
Florida. Yeah. Did that explain
was
enough?
Was it Florida? It had to. I thought I read it was Florida. Wasn't it Florida?
I mean, where it happened,
it was
really,
Florida, bro.
Where it happened really don't matter. South. It happened.
Oh, it matters.
How it happened. She killed her boyfriend. It happened. Like, there's no undoing that.
Well,
you can't bring him back.
You know, I guess sometimes that determines whether how, you know, the court system's going to deal with her and all that or whatever. You know, like the Zimmerman situation. You know what happened with that.
We know what the fuck happened.
The Casey lady. What's her first name? Is Casey. You know, saying the whole situation about her baby or whatever, or you know, I don't know if it was a boy or a girl.
Oh, you mean the white bitch that killed her kid?
Huh?
Is that the white chick that killed her kids and got away with it?
Yeah.
Casey.
What state was that in?
It was
what
Casey
state was
Anthony.
that in?
Florida.
So you mean to tell me I can go to Florida, kill somebody, and I'll be good?
You be good.
Probably.
Get the fuck out of here.
Especially if you're a white lady.
Where you want to be if you're going to kill somebody is in New York.
Oh no, they got the best law enforcement ever.
Whitaker's saying that because the guy killed somebody on camera and what did he get out probation?
Yep.
Okay, what was his nationality?
And
no,
he's
what was his nationality?
So it's a black guy. He's had 46 convictions. 46. And then he was caught on camera cold cocking some Asian dude or lady, I can't remember, but He just got another bail. Another bail. He's out.
Okay. So that let me know something went wrong with the evidence, because there's no way that they're going to let him out that easy.
It's
being
New
black.
York. That's how they work. That's how they roll. That's what happened. You can look it up.
That's deep.
You know,
well, I think.
By the way, that happened in Hawaii. The thing you're talking about.
Which one?
Courtney Clenny.
Was it Hawaii?
It was in Hawaii. Well, it says it's in Miami, but she was taken into custody in Hawaii.
Yeah, because she ran. She killed him in Florida.
I got you. All right.
It ran to Hawaii. That's great. They don't extradite out here. Yeah. They don't extradite in Hawaii. Well, I'm good here. They tell you she wasn't as smart as I tell you that much. She was not the smartest. All in all, I think it's bullshit. I think she should have been thrown under the jail already. Like he didn't randomly disappear. I'm pretty sure it's evidence that showed that it was foul play involved, and she deserved what she got coming to her.
Yeah, they said she was abusive to him, right?
Yeah.
They were seeing that. There's a video of her beating him up in the elevator.
Yeah.
Didn't this happen like a year or so ago?
I don't know if it was early. I think it was early this year when that incident.
It's recent. This is recent.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, earlier this year. So why?
Yeah, that was earlier this year when that happened. But then her killing of him happened within the last month. If you're talking about a couple of years ago, that was Jay-Z and
no, shut the fuck up, dog. Shut the fuck. And she fucked him up too. That's different though. Okay?
She was whooping his ass.
Hey, she had to represent Ray Rice.
His ass.
But I don't know if it's this case or another one, because this is like I'm getting a little deja vu with this case, because I'm pretty sure it was another one that a white male killed her boyfriend, and she was very abusive to him too, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I don't know.
Throw her under the jail. Fuck it. That's my line of thought. Throw her under the jail.
Yep, I agree.
I agree with that. That's my line.
1,000%.
Yeah. And you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? Not to cut you off, Will, is that society doesn't believe that males get abused too. There's just domestic violence against males too. That since we're like strong figures and XYZ, that we don't get abused by women. And abuse is abuse don't have no face. Okay, anybody can get it, whether you male or female. So I think there needs to be more advocates about this shit too, because as a man, you called a pussy if you call police on your wife or a bitch or whatever the fuck the case may be. But no, I don't feel safe at home. Motherfucker, just like if she didn't feel safe at home, if you go to the doctor and the doctor asks a pregnant woman, do you feel safe at home? Like, there should be protocol for men too. Are you okay at home? You know what I'm saying? Like, do you feel safe where you reside? You know what I mean? That's just what I think. I think it needs more advocacy about that, bro.
Yeah. I think the way the media portrays that as well.
With that being said, Smith, I agree with you. So what's going to happen with all these transgender women becoming men, that's going to happen eventually, because transgender women are going to get sensitive and be like, I'm being abused at home. And they be like, oh, what happened? And you be like, well, I'm a man. And they were like, oh, okay. So once a couple of phone calls like that get in, then you're going to see the advocacy for men being abused.
Right.
But it's going to come off the backs of the transgender, not off the backs of regular men being men. It ain't going to happen like that. I'm going to keep it 100 with you. Let all these women who want to be men become men. And when they start getting smacked up by their so-called wives or however the hell they dating, then you're going to be like, what the fuck? And all that shit going to change right like that. I'm trying to tell you.
And I believe that it does always take something drastic to happen for awareness to be called for.
Yep.
But if you're not safe at home, big dog, line of thought, call the police.
Straight up.
Yep.
Straight up.
Because
all it takes is for her to flip the story and you look like the aggressor, and it's done for. So,
very easy. Yeah, that's all it takes.
You ever watch those Lifetime movie network shows called Snapped?
Oh my God!
When the women be out here killing the dudes,
that's planned. Yeah.
Hey, it'd be heavy. It'd be heavy. They do shit. They put antifreeze in your drink. Like, who would have think antifreeze, bro? You got to be a crazy motherfucker to put antifreeze in somebody's drink, bro, because you can't smell it. You can't taste it.
That's crazy. That's a silent killer, boy.
You crazy lady. Oh, God. That's bizarre, bro. That's bizarre.
Yeah. Real shit, man. Hey, I guess this is the show. This is the episode, guys.
Say line of thought.
Hey, keep watching.
See you later.
Subscribe on our YouTube. Check us out on our on all podcast providers. Line of talk, guys.
All right.
Line of thought.
Peace out.